This is very exciting for me.
And you said shoulders, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is extra exciting for me because I got one yesterday.
Oh.
So, this is really what I've needed for a long time because my shoulders are so bad that I've needed to like double up and triple up, and people are like, you don't want to do too much, and I'm like, I'll wait until I reach that line of having too much before I ever complain about having too much.
Right. I have a lady who once every 2 months we do a 2-hour, and I kick her ass.
Yeah.
And
Everything just rebuilds back up in my shoulders immediately afterwards. Like, there's like an hour after a massage where I'm happy and peaceful and life is good. But then it just clumps up again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can already see where you need it. All right, so on the table, I have Tony Hinchcliffe. Yay!
Hello!
This is exciting. For everybody who's listened to the podcast, I've talked about Kill Tony on almost every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting to finally, holy shit, all right.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there.
Yeah, there is.
These shoulders are, I have man shoulders on my boy body.
You do have man shoulders.
And there's other parts of me that are like a 4-year-old boy. And
You do have tiny pinkies.
that is true. That's what the lady said, is that I have... Anyway. So yeah, my shoulders have always been a problem. I was once getting a massage, and every time I've ever gotten a massage before, from anyone that hasn't massaged me before, they always end up freaking out and they go, oh wow, big problem in shoulder, what do you do, and all this. And I always say, oh, I'm a comedian and writer, and I travel a lot. And then one time, a masseuse actually told me that it's because I'm a writer. She said that when you type, it's like the worst thing for your shoulders because of those little tendons that go all the way up that you type with leave just gunk up there.
Yep.
And so yeah, she actually like knew it. She's like, I knew you was right because of problem in shoulder.
And it's true because I don't know about you, but like especially like if I'm writing like a really intense chapter or a really intense scene, I kind of hunch over my keyboard and I type as fast as I can, and I have no regard for what my shoulders are doing. I don't give a fuck. And then I'll come out of it and I'm like, oh shit. It was worth it, but oh shit. So
yeah, and it's just crazy. Oh my god, that feels so good.
you're tight.
Yeah, you're serious. I worry a lot about a lot of things.
You can tell, because I've already pushed your shoulders down like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, I'm a stressed out guy. I guess it probably comes from being raised in a tough neighborhood and being like scared all the time as a kid.
Were you the youngest?
Yeah, by far. I had 12 years. I have 4 older brothers and sisters, and they're like 12 years, 14, 16, and 18 years older than me.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it sort of helps construct who I am. Like this crazy, confident weirdo.
That's amazing though. Like I know that's the thing I have to work on is the confidence. I don't have that thing. But it's amazing to watch people get on stage, especially during Kill Tony, when they just strut up there and just eat a bag of dicks, but have just the confidence in the world. You're like, what the? Why? How? Why you?
Yeah, it is crazy. And, the confidence helps with a lot of things. It helps you do every spot you can. It helps you think that you can actually compete. You definitely have to have sort of a, oh, you know what? If you want to shut that door all the way, you can.
Oh my
We always just leave our patio doors open here. Of course, they're sawing something the one time I'm ever doing a podcast from here.
We were doing Bert's at Bert's house, and I don't know what they were doing. They were tearing down a house, it sounded like.
Oh my god.
So, it's fun. It's live.
Yeah.
It's not scripted.
What I was saying was, in order to make your, in order to, I think, really do anything in comedy, I think, even people that don't seem confident are a lot more confident than they think because they're there in the first place. That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence on stage grows. That's a growing thing. Not everybody always has that. But nothing says confidence like putting your name in the bucket or signing up for an open mic or, anything like that. To me, that's already more confidence than anybody in the audience.
Right.
I know the whole audience wants to do it. They could lie to me as much as they want, but any real Kill Tony fans sort of thought about what their minute would sort of look like.
Oh, John wants to do it so bad, but he's
great.
such a pussy. He's like, I would get up there and I'd be like those fainting goats, and I'm all, oh, please do that. And everybody thinks he's a comic. They're like, oh, you're the comic. He's like, no, it's my wife. And they're like, who's that? Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. So, have you ever broke anything? Any crazy hospital stories? Any crazy broken bones?
I did go to the hospital a couple weeks ago for that kombucha accident that I had.
shit.
I lost a lot of blood all in one day. I had a bottle of kombucha that I was putting in my shopping bag that I was, it was one of those days where because as you could tell, I don't know if you noticed, but I live extremely close to a very grocery store, fun little intersection here.
Yes, you do.
And I live right next to a Trader Joe's. Well, not next to, but it's sort of behind me. And it was one of those days where I remembered to take my own shopping bag. It's like, I'll take a shopping bag over to Trader Joe's. I'm going to get a couple drinks real quick. And I was putting a glass bottle of kombucha in my bag, and it hit the ground, rolled out of the cloth bag, hit the ground, glass shot up, went through my arm, and I lost a comical amount of blood. That's the only real word to describe it. Looking back on it, it was hysterical. I've already actually written a short film about it in my head since then. About a guy that goes to the grocery store and drops a bottle of kombucha and just slowly dies. Like you never think it's actually going to happen. Because he's bleeding the whole time and sort of laughing and joking about it. But it was such a terrible wound that towards the end of it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to fucking die at a Trader Joe's. This is pretty crazy. I'm surrounded by guys in Hawaiian shirts telling me everything's okay, which is very hard to believe. And, but then I got a second wind, drank some water, and by the time the ambulance got there, I'm like, fuck it, I'm okay. I gotta eat some food, because I was already lightheaded from not eating that day. So I came here, because I already had food made. I was just going to Trader Joe's to get drinks. Eat some food, I feel better. My wife throws a couple butterflies on the wound, does an actually really good job. Take a nap, go to work that night, and I'm talking to Eleanor Kerrigan in the kitchen at the Comedy Store, and I'm telling her about what happened earlier, and all of a sudden I go, and you know what? I actually feel like I'm about to pass out again right now.
Oh, I
And
remember
it hit
that.
me again. I walked by, I think one of you guys
Yeah.
in the kitchen, out that back door, and I sit down right next to the first car that I see out there, and I mean on my butt. Because another thing is that I have had is a lot of passing out in my life. I'm like a little baby Tony Soprano at times. Oh, that's the fucking spot right there. I had this lady yesterday. I went, oh my god, that's crazy. It like rushes through my fucking brain. Anyway, oh, that's so good. Oh my god, whatever that spot is right there, I have fucking issues.
That is right on top of your scapula.
Oh my god. Anyway, it's hard to think on that fucking spot. That is incredible. That's like a fucking gateway to my portal to my brain.
How many times have you passed out then?
Oh, that's right, passing out. A ton. Probably like twice a year my whole life.
Okay.
At least. Some years were worse than others, and when I first started comedy, it actually stopped for like 3 or 4 years. Really, everything stopped. I used to have the worst migraine headaches, the worst type of depression, really, really bad stuff. Getting into comedy helps so much with that. Having an outlet and a purpose, and having the opportunity to make strangers laugh at a competitive high level.
Right.
You know, just really having a purpose changed so much of my body's weird nicks and knacks. But nowadays, when I almost pass out, it's definitely because I've been too busy and I overwork myself. But anyway, so I almost passed out again, so I drove myself to the hospital that night. They said I was fine and everything else was good. My one broken bone came in high school. My girlfriend at the time was dropping me off at home, and I had to get my backpack out of the trunk of her car, and she forgot that that she had popped the trunk for me. So I'm getting my backpack out of the trunk of her car, and she starts to back out at the same time. And I almost made it out of there. I did like a big step back and a big turn, you know what I mean? But at the last second, that back tire caught my upside down heel of my foot. And 2 weeks before wrestling season, just cracked.
Oh no.
Right up the whole shin. I was in perfect shape. Competitive Ohio wrestling, fucking tip top, promising year ahead of me, still at a very light weight as you might be able to tell by my weird little build, I was a crazy wrestler because I have I'm sort of lanky now, but back then I had a smaller frame, but still with these crazy shoulders and back, and still with a shocking amount of strength, because I look bony, but, you saw me at the weight gain challenge, let's face it, I'm fucking ripped.
You are ripped.
And, so that fucked up what was supposed to be probably a really athletic good year for me. But even then, it was just a hairline fracture. I jumped back in the season halfway through and things were okay.
That sucks though.
I heal extremely quickly. I almost never get sick. When I do get a flu, it lasts for about 12 hours. It shocks me every time because I'm always worried that this is going to be the one.
Right.
Oh, I am human. It just happened a few weeks ago where I literally caught a little flu and I'm like, fuck this. So I had a flight that night to Swansea, Massachusetts. So, I just went to this crazy, one of these little holistic fucking, these places like Earth Bar or whatever. And just loaded up, got a fucking $100 worth of vitamins and natural things and nasal sprays and, whatever they had to just knock out a flu and clear sinuses. And sure enough, landed in Swansea just fine.
Nice.
It's really crazy. I can't wait to see how this story goes with my body. For some reason, when I was young, really my whole life, I always thought I was gonna die young.
Really?
Yeah, I was obsessed with it. There was no doubt in my mind. I always pictured that. I've always been surprised every year that goes on. But I guess I better start getting over it.
Yeah. Now you have a wife
Yep.
and a puppy. Yeah, you're stuck now.
Yep.
I always tell John, I'm like, you fucking die, I'm stuffing you.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the porch, and every 2 weeks your ass better come home with a stuffed paycheck.
That's right.
And I'm gonna put a drawstring in his back so I could pull it, and he'll be like, oh babe, you look really pretty today, or hey, that bit was really funny.
I love it. It is crazy. Like, I never thought I was going to quit smoking, but when I met my amazing wife, and everything changed.
That's what happens. John quit smoking, and he's 10 years sober.
Wow.
So,
That's so cool. I had no idea.
Yep, it happens.
I love that.
His was, we were going through a crazy custody battle, and he was just like, I'm not going to let her have anything on me, so. So, I don't even know where to go next. I have so many questions for you. I was like in the car, like, I want to ask him this, I want to ask him this. By the way, congratulations on everything, because that's super cool. The fact that you're taking Kill Tony to London, and then you're going to Ireland, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see what these shows are going to be like. And I can't wait to hear the fans and hear them chant Joelberg and all that crazy stuff. And really, it's all about the experience to me, you know. I figure all the plane rides now that Red Band, Jeremiah, Joel, and I have been on, why not really have some fun? Make it 11-hour flight instead of the janky 5-hour flight that we've already made 10 times, 15 times.
Right.
Let's mix it up and just have an experience. So that's definitely what we're doing.
Now, do you get a chance to relax? Are you like Sam Tripoli? Because I asked him, he was actually one of my first people on this podcast. And I'm like, you don't relax, dude. He's like, oh, no.
Yeah, no, never, for sure. I'm the least relaxed. Other people, you know, I even do more than what people even know. It's
Right.
crazy. I have a whole secret writing career on the side, and you know, that for gigs that are, that's where I really, you know, really do good.
Right.
Is these corporate big or, you know, giant network writing gigs where I'm either ghost writing or I'm just an official writer. You know, it's one of those things to where you get a gig like that, I can't even believe it.
Right. No. Okay. I've ghostwritten about 40 books.
Oh my God.
Now, when you ghostwrite, do you put your all into it? Or are there times you've written something and you're like, nah, I'm going to keep that for me?
I mean, of course. I'm also writing, you know, mostly jokes about
Okay.
things. Like, they know that I'm not really like you know, I'm not really in the long form. I'm too ADD for that. So it's like, you know, it'll be like, hey, you know, I'm some fucking oil tycoon and I want to roast my buddy. How do I do that?
Okay.
Or, you know, and I'll have them send me info on the buddy or pictures of the buddy and, you know, all that, and give me a bunch of background info on the friend or whatever. Or if it's like, you know, really a lot of it is around the roast world.
Uh-huh.
But it's also funny, like I've written for the New Year's Eve ball dropping.
Oh, that's cool.
And I write for a really, really, really popular show called Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials.
Okay.
It appears every year on CBS. It's our most watched program of the year. It's just a show that's an hour long where they just play commercials, the best commercials of all time, and people fucking can't stop watching. It's crazy.
My kids were watching, it was the best Christmas commercials last night.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
People, it's unbelievable. It's their most watched program. That's CBS.
That's crazy. Now, what do you get to do it all though, but is there anything that you like the best? Like, is there, which one?
Yeah, the stuff that I'm not doing is what I like the best. The stuff that I want to be doing. It's like, you know, I want to be running entire studio where my friends all have different shows in different buildings, and I get to walk around and see Jeremiah making a hit show and see, you know, whatever over there and this person here and podcasts are over there and blah 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 blah. Like, I want to be running a gigantic, you know, crazy amusement park, basically. A comedy.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I want to be like a Willy Wonka type of comedy producing, but
Hat and all?
what's that?
The hat and all?
No, not the hat. Maybe the limp with the fake cane.
The
Like,
pimp limp.
that'd be fun. That'd be a fun entrance to Kill Tony one Monday.
That
Yeah.
would be fun.
Maybe I'll do that on January 7th.
I'm so
I'll
sad.
limp in a cane and just do a big somersault and end up at the end of the stage.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? What are your Kill Tony fans gonna do for 2 weeks?
Well, they're gonna fucking chill for a bit. They've been spoiled rotten this year with, I can't even imagine how many extra episodes that they've had.
That's very true.
I skipped out on my normal annual Australian tour this year.
Right.
We're gonna do that next year, and so we haven't. I don't think we didn't miss anything. I don't think we took a week off, actually.
You took a week off when you were on Crashing.
Oh yes, but that was 2017.
Was there?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep, because that was at the tail end of the Monster Energy Outbreak tour.
That's true. Oh my god.
So we didn't miss one this year, and on top of that, we did extra shows.
So many extras.
Detroit, Lansing, Grand Rapids, 2 Dallas, 2 Houston, 1 San Antonio, 1 in Austin, Portland, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Fort Wayne. What was the other one? Cincinnati? Was it Cincinnati? Yeah, something like that. And Nashville, Tennessee. We did it in New York City, which we're gonna do again annually, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And Swansea, Massachusetts. So those are all just extra episodes.
Yeah.
Flying home every Monday. That's where it gets crazy.
I
The
know.
one thing that I do, and that I've always done, is I fly home so that I don't miss an episode, because I believe that the thing is always getting better and building, so it's a blessing and a curse, because I get to have a fun show. But sometimes people don't realize that I flew in on that Monday, and then I'm flying out on Tuesday morning. Those parts suck. It
Right.
doesn't happen quite as much anymore, because I'm not quite as crazy as I was before I was married, but I mean, it's about to happen in like 3 weeks. I'm
Yeah.
doing North Carolina, and then I have to fly back for 1 day, and then I fly to Atlanta, so that's East Coast, West Coast, East Coast.
Right.
That's a rough one. But the Atlanta, it's all sort of strategic, because like for that one I can do it, because the one that I'm landing in is the writing gig, that's, I get to be in a very nice hotel, very nice flight there, very nice gig. I basically get to hang around the Super Bowl arena the week of the Super Bowl. before
Nice.
Everybody else, hang with Boomer Esiason, and it's extremely surreal.
Mm-hmm.
My life is so fucking weird. It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Did you know, like when you were little, did you know that you were gonna do something?
I always thought that there was something special. Like I was always practicing my autograph, and when people would ask me why, and I'm like, because I'm gonna need to know how to do this.
Uh-huh. Which is something you should practice, because the first time I did an author signing and people actually came up and bought my shit, I was like, oh, I have to, okay, all right.
Yeah, you gotta commit.
Mm-hmm. And my signatures from the first books to now are probably very different, because now I've kind of fallen into who I've wanted to be. But yeah, you should. Everybody should practice their autographs because one day somebody's gonna ask you to sign the book that you wrote, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, all right, sure."
It's good to have it worked out. It's
It
good to have a
is.
good one. It's good to be able to distinguish it. I don't know, back when I was a kid, like, that was a big deal, autographs. Now everybody just wants a picture anyway. It was sort of a waste of energy.
Isn't that weird? I've never understood the whole picture thing.
Yeah.
I've never understood the autograph thing either. Like, oh, I have their signature, and okay, you're gonna die, and then your kids are gonna have to figure out who this 80s star is that they have no idea like, you know, you don't pass that shit on.
Right.
It's just like the people who, I'm probably gonna piss some people. The people who cremate their dogs.
Oh yeah, it's frightening.
Like, what happens when Grandma Edith dies and you have freaking Benji's ashes? You gonna give them to someone? Like, do you throw Benji away? Like, what the fuck do you do with this
Right.
dog?
Yeah, anyone crazy enough to have their dog cremated probably just ends up getting their shit thrown in the dumpster anyway at the very end, right?
I don't know what else you would do with it. You're not gonna put it on a fucking mantle? Like, who's that? I don't know, my great-great-great-grandma's cat, Mitzi. Like, I don't know why I just killed my dog. Sorry, Mitz.
Yeah, there's only one way to get rid of a dog, and you bury it in a shallow grave. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, exactly.
Paws up.
Paws up.
With those little 4 paws hanging, so you don't remember where you buried them.
Well,
Let them just slowly rot out. Let the bugs and mountain lions nibble at the paws.
yeah.
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 You don't want to forget where you buried the dog.
No, because when you put the next one in there, you don't want to accidentally dig it up.
That's right.
Gotta have them next to each other.
Oh my god, that area is crazy right now for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there. I was worried actually yesterday. I'm like, this lady's spending a lot of time on that area, that scapula or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, did she find something? You know, this is fun because getting massages are normally one of the most like awkward for me. Like I get like social anxiety
Uh-huh.
on a massage table with, you know, it's always, I don't know how to talk about this without sounding racist, but it's always like, you know, the most Asian girls.
Right.
And like, you know, it's like I can really, truly never understand them. I already have sort of bad hearing.
Me too, yes.
And like, I have trouble